And you see, you look at the body language of Stevie Johnston. First of all, there is a little bit of blood, a little trickle of blood coming out of his right eye, swelling on his right eye. You see Miguel Diaz there blocking a shot of it, but he is working on the right eye. But the body language of Stevie Johnston is totally dead. He looks like he just has nothing.
And it's not as if we want to make this out to appear as if Castillo has a terrific chance necessarily to win this fight. We've seen enough fights to know this is one of those weird fights that is so difficult to score. You're liable to get Johnston winning a unanimous decision by plenty on the scorecards of all three judges.
Okay, you bad? You need to show me this. You need to step up, start pushing him back and punch him. Get rough,
You see Miguel Diaz working on the cuts. He's obviously got a nosebleed. He's working on the cut under him. There's Castillo in his corner. Miguel Diaz summed it up there, Al. You're not punching. And this is, it may seem like there's a reasonable amount of punches being thrown here, but this is below, well below the work rate that Stevie Johnston is used to.
Miguel has said that in each of the last 4 rounds.
And again, the slippage there by Castillo with the right hand as he was getting ready to shoot a right hand. His right foot went out from under him, but he had to stop. And again, Stevie Johnston being the one here holding with his right hand.
Meanwhile, Castillo's corner, he was being told, he's tired, you can do it, he's got nothing left, breathe deeply.
I think they believed in Castillo's corner from the beginning that their fighter was in the better shape, that he was the stronger of the 2 men. And there's nothing here to dissuade them out. Stevie landing occasionally, but I think Al here with a couple of minutes left in the 10th and a couple of rounds after that, Stevie Johnston, to make sure he's got, I mean, I have no idea where the judges' scorecards are. I have no conviction in my own scorecard, but I can tell you that if Stevie Johnston or Jose Luis Castillo wants to be sure of this fight, these rounds are very, very critical.
Very important. Again, 2 of the judges in California, the other from Mexico.
And just the ability to let your hands go is so important. You saw Stevie Johnston throw some punches, but Castillo, instead of letting that take him out, he came right back with a flurry of his own. And is backing Johnston up and making him hold on again. I'm a broken record, Al, but that's been the rhythm of this fight.
Exactly. They keep playing the same melody.
Good left down the pipe by Johnston. Not putting a lot behind it. Castillo tying him up smartly on the inside, not as flagrantly as he did before. Stevie Johnston holding his hand on the inside there, but Stevie just not punching with any real conviction, except for that one left hand this round. Right hand low by Stevie. Castillo not effective either in this round. So as we come into the final seconds of the round, Al, this round could be up for grabs. And who wins this last 30 seconds could win not only the round, but have an effect on this fight. Stevie Johnston, you know, it doesn't matter, just for human beings. When they see Stevie Johnston on the ropes like he was a few seconds ago, that just makes it feel like Castillo is dominant.
Each of the last 2 rounds ended with good flurries. But not this one. 10th round concludes.
A new generation, a new today.
Bell Gardens, California. We go to the 11th round of a Schedule 12. And again, for Jose Luis Castillo, he has never been to an 11th round.
His corner very smartly told him that he needs these 2 rounds. You saw the online polling there, very, very close. It's been typical of so many of these rounds. Stevie Johnston bouncing on the outside, but look at him pulling. I mean, nothing on his punches at all.
Break clean. Break. Hold it.
Almost pathetic.
Hey, when I tell you break, break.
I mean, just pushing. He's found a way to let Jose Luis Castillo get his confidence, get a little bit of rhythm, get into the fight. And when that happens, Al, anything can happen, including your world title belt. Losing your world title belt.
And again, that is something that has happened only once. Stevie Johnston has lost only one fight in his career, and that was his title a couple of years ago, which he then regained 2 fights later.
We should say in that loss, Al, he fought I think a better quality opponent, a Mexican opponent, but a #1 contender. Stevie slipping in the center of the ring there. Maybe that was the feet getting tangled, I think. Look at both men here giving their all, I think, Al. Stevie Johnston maybe getting the better of this exchange.
He is letting his hands go.
Stop! Break!
And there, Castillo pinning his man in the ropes and landing, taking 2 punches to the body. Some judges see and score that, Al, some don't. We should point out that in California, they are much more used to body punches because of the great number of Mexican fighters that do fight here. And I think you get a lot more credit in this state and in this town, Al, for body punching and fighting on the inside because the judges are veterans. They're used to seeing it, and they're used to giving credit for it.
Good point.
Now it's Castillo who's on the ropes. He fights off it, and he hurts Stevie Johnston. They're saying it's a slip, and I think that
he was on the logo again.
Slipperiness at the middle of the round logo was a factor out, but I think there was a punch involved, and that's a very iffy proposition. No question he slipped a little bit, but there was also a punch.
Right. Some of each. And we will go to the 12th and concluding round. We're back, and there is the incident in which Johnston went down, and it appeared more than anything he slipped because of the wetness on the surface of the logo.
Absolutely right. Chuck Hassett, the referee, was right in calling it a slip.
Okay, stop it first.
Clinching early in this round. This is a round that both men, both corners, and maybe, we here, Al, and a lot of the fans, I think, the fight could be on the line here in this round. And as Jose Luis Castillo is holding here,
Move back.
it may be that he's trying to save himself for the second half of the round to try to steal the round, Al. Low blow by Stevie Johnston to the body, trying to fight off the ropes. And again, a clinch. This time, Stevie Johnston's the one who's holding with his right arm. And
Okay, stop it.
Castillo's right hand straight low. Both men tired.
Very tired.
Obviously.
Johnston holding on and trying to hold on to his title.
Yeah, but it's really a wrestling match here. Very little clean punching. Good left to the body by Stevie Johnston. But, oh, and Stevie, I think, tried to get an elbow through there. Coming up to the halfway point now in the final round. Jose Luis Castillo has never been in an 11th or a 12th round. Fighting his heart out, as is the champion, Stevie Johnston. At stake, a world championship, the WBC version.
Coming up on a minute to go in this forerunner to tonight's fight between De La Hoya and Mosley. And of course, because of the length of this fight, we will not have that preview that we would have brought you time permitting. Instead, we're going to have a decision, unless there's a knockout in the next 50 seconds, and it's anybody's guess as to who wins this fight.
One word, Al, about that De La Hoya Mosley fight. If you're not a fight fan, if you are a fight fan, you know that's maybe the fight of the year going in. If you're not a fight fan, this is a pay-per-view event. I don't care. We don't have anything. It's not our company, Al. That's a terrific fight. Final 30 seconds of this fight. It has not been an artistic success, Al. It has not been a great fight in terms of combination punching, but a lot of guts and a lot of heart tested here. And I still, coming to the final seconds of the fight, Al, I cannot tell you who won.
No, a lot of mystery involved here. So they go all the way. Johnston and Castillo. Crowd salutes both fighters. Not a work of art, as Alex said, but a lot of mystery. Who won this fight? And we'll be back after this.
Pep Boy.
The WBC World Lightweight Championship presented by Miller High Life. This ABC Sports exclusive brought to you by Miller High Life, Nike, Gatorade Thirst Quencher. When the moment comes, will you have what it takes to finish? Gatorade, is it in you? And Grecian 5, a new generation of hair color for a new generation.
In our online poll, almost 2/3 of you thought that Johnston won round 12. We just asked you to vote by round, so there's no cumulative scoring there. But let's find out who wins this fight as we go to the ring announcer, Jake Gutierrez.
After 12 rounds of exciting action, we go to the scorecards for our decision. Judge James Jenkins scored the bout 116-111 Castillo. Judge Dick Young scored this bout 114-114 a draw. And Judge Geslaso Perez scored the bout 115-113 for the winner by majority decision. And new WBC lightweight champion of the world, Jose Luis Temible Castillo.
So a big upset by majority decision. Ahead on the cards of 2 judges, a draw on the card of the third. Jose Luis Castillo comes up from Mexicali to win the title. Let's go up to Alex.
First, the ex-champion,